Hi everyone, this is Doc,
I'm Indigo.
and today we are going to talk about psychics who have specific physical or
Emotional,
emotional and
mental
mental
disabilities,
disabilities or
disease.
problems.
Yeah.
This is something that we have noticed, and I know most of the psychics that I'm accustomed, I'm familiar with, have some sort of a physical problem, whether it might be arthritis, diabetes, respiratory problems. They all seem to have some sort of a physical problem, and the question we've always discussed, and we discussed here just recently, why does that happen?
Well, I had a client who I did a reading for, and at the end of the reading, she is also a reader herself.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked if I thought that there was a connection, a link to readers and having physical, emotional, mental problems. And I said, well, that's a really good question. Hadn't really thought about it, but what I've always subscribed to is that any use of magic pays a price. You have to pay a price for the use of that magic. And because we're just using energy,
Exactly.
it makes sense that we would have some sort of problem, whether it be emotional, physical, or mental, because we have to have that energy exchange.
Sure. Well, and I think it's entirely possible from my perspective. I have a sense that most psychics are carrying some sort of a physical problem as a balancing karma. Perhaps we, in another lifetime, we have abused our abilities. Maybe we use them to our advantage, and it caused other people to have some physical problems or to injure them in some fashion. And now we haven't lost our abilities, but now along with that, we have to pay back the price of having that physical problem that we caused to someone else. So it's an interesting phenomenon, but we've both talked about this, and it's interesting that most of the psychics that we know have some sort of a physical problem.
Yeah, but you kind of had a different take on it too, because you didn't really agree that it was magic, that it was the use of energy, and that we wouldn't actually have to pay for that, that yours was more dharmic.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel that it's more dharmic than it is anything else.
Now, I will agree with you on some level, because I was sitting here thinking about it. Some of the people, readers who I know who have issues, especially professional readers, they do have issues with money, abundance. Okay.
Exactly.
So if they are not having an even exchange of energy, now they have to pay it back in a different form. And that could be coming in the physical, emotional, mental way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So in that way, it would be
Definitely.
dharmic, because you're not learning your lesson about financial responsibility or abundance in a positive way, because it's not spiritual to be poor.
And so the real point is, even though we're psychic, we don't have all the answers.
No.
Each individual has to be. We have to take each individual in a different way, in a separate case, and everybody is a little bit different. But one of the things that we have noticed is, like you said, many psychics have a problem with abundance and prosperity, and they, again, if you're not willing to accept that even exchange of energy, and money is just energy.
Yep.
That's all it is, just energy. Then it shows up. It can show up either as a physical or an emotional disharmony, shall we say?
Yeah.
So, very, very interesting case. Very interesting idea that.
So what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? The use of energy you have to pay a price for, or do you think it's dharmic or karmic, or what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, please do. Please subscribe. Our channel can't grow if you don't subscribe and share. And one of the other things that I've noticed Now, you and I both do this. We both keep a stick of selenite on our tables, and I'm asked more than once why the selenite, and you know, people come to psychic fairs sometimes just to unload their negative energy.
Yeah.
And they'll very often do it at our tables.
Yep.
And that selenite absorbs that negative energy. And so sometimes we were talking about this morning. To what extent is being exposed to negative energy also create over a gradual period of time some physical problems?
Well, and it's not just the people coming into the fair; it's also the other vendors.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
And it's also psychic attack.
Oh yeah.
You know, we have to look at that as obviously negative energy coming to you, and we know from being working fairs for however long, you 10 plus years, me now going on 5 years, you know, how much that takes a toll on you as well.
Exactly.
And if you are continuously being hit with psychic attack after psychic attack, it's no different than arthritis hitting your joints over and over and over. It starts weakening the joints, you know, misshaping the joints, you know. Exactly. It's no different.
Exactly.
Exactly. And it's just as invisible.
And one of the things that I think you and I do, and I think we've done it without even thinking about why we do it, every now and then we just go get a healing.
Mm-hmm.
And we remove some of that negative energy out of our either our systems or at least out of our aura, to cleanse it as much as we can.
Yeah.
So, but it's an interesting concept. Why is it that many psychics have physical problems?
It is a good question. I mean, it was a very good question. It had me stumped, so I thought we would do a video on it. And,
and as you can tell, our opinions, our ideas are different. I'm looking at things more from a dharmic point of view.
And I'm looking at things more
from
witch side.
From a witch side.
And using energy as magic.
As magic. And neither one of us is right. Neither one of us is wrong. It just happens to be our opinion. So,
but that's what our channel is all about, is being able to have your own opinion and your own perspective, and being able to respect somebody else's opinion and perspective, even though you do not agree with it.
And so, take what resonates and leave the rest. But if you have any comments, please, by all means, in the comments section, please let us know what you think.
We would love to hear what you have to think about this one.
And
about any of our videos.
Any of the videos.
Go back and watch any of them and comment on them and let us know what you think.
And if you have any subjects that you would like us to touch upon, to discuss, please let us know. We will welcome that. And subscribe. Like, share. And the only way our channel can grow is people do that. So I think that pretty well wraps it up.
Yep, we're on our way to Des Moines this weekend for a fair. So if you're in the area, please stop by and see us.
We'll be happy to see you.
Yep. So talk to you later.
Bye-bye.